These 5 fall fragrances get me stopped, complimented, and sometimes even followed. If you want to smell irresistible this fall, this video is for you. Hey, what's up, y'all? It's Reggie Blaze here, Inspector Blaze Frags. I appreciate y'all tuning in. So welcome back, or welcome if it's your first time. Today we're talking about 5 fall fragrances in my collection that get me the most compliments. So if you're trying to upgrade your fragrance game this fall, go ahead and hit the subscribe button. Let's get right to it. Now, I got an honorable mention. So really I got 6. Now my honorable mention is gonna be the most expensive fragrance. It's gonna be Creed's Oud Zarian. It's the newest fragrance in the Creed line right now. The reason it's an honorable mention is because it's $600, $610, $630. I think on discounters you might be able to find it for like $400 to $500, but I mean, I'm not the richest guy in the world. I'm sure, everybody wants to save money this holiday season, so yeah, that's a little steep for most people, but if you have the funds, this is a great fragrance. It's Creed's darkest fragrance yet. Now, you got obviously 80-year-old Bangladeshi oud as advertised. A lot of incense in here. Beautiful fragrance. I pick up like a chocolatey note in this fragrance, even though it's not listed in the note breakdown, but beautiful, superb fragrance. If it's in your budget, if you got $400 to $600 that you could light on fire and your life wouldn't change one bit, definitely a great pickup. Honorable mention, Creed's Oud Zarian. Now to get started in the fresh category, it's still fall, but you can still wear a freshie. You got Prada Paradoxe, the newest release from Prada. It even came with like this little free gift, slides right on in there, right? $160, $170 if I'm not mistaken. I could be wrong. Could be around 150. I'll definitely link it in the description for sure, just so you guys have a link to go grab it if you do want to purchase it. But this is going to be a fresh fragrance, but at the same time, it's not like those citrusy summer fragrance. It's like a green, earthy type of a scent. You got bergamot, rose geranium, benzoin. It's very fresh. It's very earthy. Another great scent you can wear this fall. The reason I recommend it for the fall is because it's not going to be as fresh, citrusy, fruity as your typical summer fragrances. It's not going to be like a Prada Lume, which is very big on the iris. It's not going to be like a Prada Luna Rosa Ocean, which is very citrusy, very aquatic, or even like a Luna Rosa Ocean Le Parfum, which is going to be like a spicy ambery fragrance. This is spicy, but it's still fresh, so it gives you that best of both worlds, that way you can kind of wear it in those transitional seasons as we're in right now. You know, that October where it's not too cold, but the temperature's starting to drop a little bit. Right? I mean, I live in Florida, so right now we're getting like good 75-degree weather to where it's not scorching hot, and we're not wearing any puffer jackets or anything like that. But Prada Paradoxe, great fragrance, and I have fragrances in this video, all different price points. I have Arabic, niche, and Middle Eastern niche, and of course designer. So number 5 on my list, and this is in no particular order as well. Number 5 on the list is going to be Prada Paradoxe. Now the next fragrance on the list is going to be Strong With You Parfum. Now it's the newest flanker in the Strong With You line. Now the reason I put this in this lineup instead of Intensely, because I do own Intensely, is because Intensely can be very cloying. I'm not the biggest fan of Intensely. It does put you in the holiday type of a vibe. I might wear that to a Thanksgiving dinner or maybe on Christmas morning. Strong With You Parfum is like Intensely's big brother. If Intensely is the 15-year-old in high school with pimples on his face, Strong With You Parfum is the older brother that's playing college football. That's the best way to put it. More mature, has a girlfriend, probably had a pregnancy scare once or twice. Got vanilla, cinnamon, pink pepper, chestnut. It's just so mature and well put together compared to its predecessor, Intensely. I like this way more. I think it's way more wearable. Definitely not for those summer months. That's why we're talking about it in fall. But as you're transitioning from summer to fall, or even from fall to winter, oh my goodness, it's like, it has like a smokiness to it. Like, I don't even smoke cigars, right? But like, when people will like take a cigar and they'll like whiff it, like you would imagine like this is what a beautiful fresh cigar smells like, even though it's probably not. I'm not a cigar smoker. I'm just rambling on. But It's just so cozy, it's warm, it's inviting. Like, I can't see you wearing this, and anybody within a 5-foot radius are you asking like, yo, what is that? That just smells so good, but it's not cloying. That's the biggest difference between this and Intensely, is that it's not as sweet, it's not cloying, it's way more mature, way more inviting, and personally, I think it's a better overall pick. So number 4 on my list, Strong With You Parfum. Now for my boys balling on a budget, if you only got $30 to spend on new fragrances holiday season, this is gonna be the one for you. Lattafa's Khamrah Qahwa. Supposed to be like an interpretation of Angel Share. I definitely smell a difference, but this is amazing. Got cinnamon, cardamom, praline, vanilla. This is literally, I like to call this poor man's Angel Share. But at the end of the day, you don't gotta be a poor man. You just financially responsible, and you don't feel like spending $300. This is not going to be 100% one-to-one of Angel Share. This is going to be like in that 70 to 75% range, but it does share that same DNA, right? You take enough of the same notes and put it in a bottle, it's going to smell somewhat similar, but it has its own identity. This is beautiful. Like, for the price point, you cannot, like, you smell this in the air, you'll get mistaken for wearing a $150 fragrance. This doesn't smell like it cost you $30. I think I might have paid like maybe $24 to $27 for this at the time of purchase. I've had this in my collection for probably over a year. I live in Florida where it doesn't get too cold, so I don't really get that much of an opportunity to wear these fall fragrances, but when temperature does drop, I like to mix it up. I have over 100 bottles in my collection, so you can imagine. But this is a beautiful fragrance. It has that added coffee note in it that Angel Share does not have. So that's kind of what separates it. And from its predecessor, Lattafa Khamrah, with scrap the Qahwa, it doesn't have that coffee note, right? So that one's gonna be a lot sweeter. This one's gonna be a lot more masculine, even though it's still unisex, because obviously men drink coffee, women drink coffee, right? So that's why it's a unisex note, but it is gonna be a little bit more masculine because it's not gonna be as sweet as the original Khamrah. But overall, for the price, like, this is something that you need in your collection. I don't recommend blind buying whatsoever, but for $30, this is 100% blind buy safe. Number 3, Lattafa Khamrah Qahwa. Making our way down the list, now I got another Middle Eastern fragrance for you from a house I know very well. It's going to be Haramain Amber Oud Tobacco Edition. I don't know why they put oud in the name of this line. There's no oud in any of their fragrances. I have 7 from the Amber Oud line. There's no oud in any of them. This is going to be an interpretation of Tom Ford's Tobacco Vanille. Look at the atomizer, beautiful. This fragrance cost me $40. As you know, Tobacco Vanille, around $300 fragrance. Now, it is not going to be a one-to-one. It's going to be around 85%. It's in that same DNA as well. In the beginning, it's going to be more tobacco forward. The dry down is where the magic happens in this fragrance. Because at first, I was picking up, I'm like, yo, all I'm smelling is tobacco. Where's the vanilla, right? Because there's going to be some of the main notes in this fragrance. You got tobacco leaf, cinnamon, vanilla, cacao, incense. This is a perfect cold weather fragrance. If you are balling on a budget and you want to get noticed in those colder months, Haramain Amber Oud Tobacco Edition is a must to have in your collection. If you own Tom Ford Tobacco Vanille and you don't want to run through your 50 ml, Amber Oud from Haramain Tobacco Edition is a must to have in your collection. But you have to like tobacco. If you are not a fan of tobacco fragrances, you're not going to be a fan of this. It has tobacco written on the bottle, right? So if you buy this and you don't like it and you don't like tobacco, don't write me, don't be in the comments talking about, Reggie, you said no. If you don't enjoy tobacco, you're not going to like this. If you're a fan of tobacco fragrances, this might be in your top 10 for the price. Number 2, Haramain Amber Oud Tobacco Edition. All right, guys, we made it to the end. I appreciate y'all for hanging around. I appreciate y'all for tuning in. If you support me on this channel this early in the game, I appreciate y'all. I appreciate y'all because a year from now, 2 years from now, 5 years from now, when we got 1 million followers on YouTube, 1 million subscribers, 1 million on TikTok, Inspector Blaze Frags, I'm gonna remember the 200 to 300 that was here from the beginning. So I do appreciate y'all. But number 1 on the list, no particular order, right? It's one of my newer fragrances that I enjoy. It's going to be from the house of Mancera. It's going to be Mancera's Amberful. I love Mancera. This is one of the best niche houses for you to start your collection with. Why? Because they're affordable. They have plenty of, I think at retail, how much, what would it retail? I want to say they're like $220. Discounters, there's not a Mancera that you can't find on discounters for under $100. I think I have like 9 or 10 in my collection. This I bought as a tester for $69. Like, you can't beat that. Atomizers, phenomenal. You'll see me talk about this over and over again. Phenomenal. Now, Amberful is supposed to be a inspiration, or it's supposed to smell a lot like a fragrance called Ganymede, right? Never smelled Ganymede, don't know what Ganymede is. Oh, I've smelled Amberful, right? The only thing I smell from this fragrance is syrup, but not like syrup you put on pancakes. Syrup like from the soda machine, right? Syrup from that mixes with the carbonated water that makes it into a soda, like from the restaurants. Like if you've ever worked in a restaurant, you've ever had to change the bag in the box where you had to, and you see the syrup and you can actually like taste the syrup. It has this sweet, fresh, syrupy essence to it that is very hard to describe, but it's not as fresh as you would want it to be to wear in those summer months. Granted, you definitely can. This is gonna have a different type of syrupiness, fizziness to it that's gonna make it a banger in those fall, winter months, right? I personally think this is a great year-round fragrance, but right now it's gonna shine. When you're transitioning into that 60 to 70 degree weather, this is immaculate. It's very effervescent. I wasn't sure what I was gonna think about the fragrance when I first got it, because I'm so used to Mancera being like fresh. Like you have all the Citra Boisé, you have Holidays, Intense Citra Boisé, you have all these fresh, citrusy fragrances that they're so good at. Then you have the darker side of it where they have Tobacco, Oud Vanille, Silver Blue. You have all these darker fragrances that are still sweet at the same time. And then this is gonna be something right in the middle. It's gonna have that freshness, that sweetness, but it's gonna be a little bit dark. That way you can still wear it in those colder months and it's still gonna fight through those cold weather and you're still gonna get noticed. But at the end of the day, Mancera is a great house for the price, the presentation, the atomizer, the scent profile. You can't beat it for 70 bucks. Mancera's Amberful. All right, y'all, that's my 5 fall fragrances you need in your collection. That's gonna bring you tons of compliments. I appreciate y'all for tuning in. Honestly, guys, I almost took this week off. I wasn't really feeling it. It was about to be like my bye week, kind of like what they got going on in the NFL right now. But I'm so glad, you know, I found the energy to get in front of the camera today, to make this video, to share 5 more fragrances with y'all. That way y'all can start smelling or continue smelling, you know, great this fall season. I appreciate y'all, especially the ones that have been here since the beginning, because we're still in the early phases of this channel. If y'all have any suggestions, any comments, definitely comment down below. Comment down below your favorite fall fragrance. Comment down below the favorite fragrance you're wearing right now. Anything you guys have, any feedback, any comments, I do appreciate it, man. Thanks for tuning in. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, tune in every Thursday. That's when I'm dropping new content every single Thursday. I appreciate y'all. I love y'all, family. Once again, Inspector Blaze out.